Balake. Where is Balake at?
My name's Blake.
Blake? What? Do you want to go to war, Balake? I'm for real. Ron.
There is an answer to the nightmare of addiction. It's called Narconon, the Scientology rehab program that's definitely not Scientology, except for all the parts that are. It does not regard addiction as a disease, despite literally every major medical organization saying it is. Narconon is not a 12-step program, nor is it based on medical science or clinical evidence, as it doesn't consider modern medicine relevant. The Narconon program is a precise step-by-step regimen based on the teachings of science fiction writer L. Ron Hubbard that addresses all aspects of addiction by ignoring most of them. The Narconon program begins with a non-medical, drug-free withdrawal protocol. Because who needs doctors when you're coming off heroin? No substitute medications are used, no medically qualified supervision either. Nutritional support helps calm the body, specifically vitamins. Lots and lots of vitamins. Special procedures called assists reduce the physical aspects of withdrawal, mostly by confusing you until you forget you're in pain. These assists involve someone pointing at your body parts and asking, "Feel my finger." And there are drills designed to help a person confront the mental effects of coming off drugs, such as staring at a wall for hours. When a person uses drugs, their attention becomes stuck in the past, according to a theory L. Ron Hubbard made up one afternoon. They become introverted, which is apparently bad now. The Narconon program uses unique exercises to resolve this by forcing participants to talk to furniture and shout at trees. This is supposed to help bring a person into the present, mainly so they stop asking for their phone back. These drills extrovert a person, directing their attention away from painful past memories of medical science and onto the present inability to receive actual treatment. As a result, the person is more capable of getting through withdrawal, staying off drugs, and signing up for Scientology auditing. The New Life Detoxification is another unique aspect that sets Narconon apart from any other drug rehab program, mainly because it isn't recognized by any medical authority. It's based on the discovery that drug residues apparently remain trapped in the body's fatty tissues, a revelation made by someone with no medical degree but plenty of confidence. These residues can supposedly be released back into the system, causing a person to re-experience the effects of drugs years later, which might explain why Narconon staff keep hallucinating about L. Ron Hubbard returning. The New Life Detoxification is the only program of its kind, probably because other programs prefer methods that work. It's a precise regimen done over several weeks, involving 5 hours a day in a sauna, massive doses of niacin that make your skin feel like it's on fire, running to get the blood flowing, and more vitamins than a GNC warehouse. The New Life Detox was developed specifically for people who have used drugs and designed to purge drug residues through sweat, which is definitely how chemistry works. After a person has withdrawn from drugs without medical care, detoxified their body through pseudoscience, and their attention is back in the present through staring exercises, Narconon then works with them on a series of unique courses to help isolate the suppressive people they shouldn't associate with, specifically doctors, psychiatrists, and family members who ask questions. You'll learn the skills necessary to avoid the kinds of situations that brought you to use drugs in the first place, mainly by avoiding anyone who mentions evidence-based treatment, and so map out a pathway to a drug-free life, ideally one that involves recruiting others into Scientology. For nearly 50 years, Narconon has been claiming to help those struggling with substance abuse find their way to unlicensed treatment facilities with no medical staff, no doctors, and no refunds. Narconon centers exist in over 20 countries, though many have been shut down, investigated, raided, or sued for wrongful deaths, fraud, and practicing medicine without a license. They were designed for one purpose, not to cure addiction, but to cure Scientology's public image, while quietly steering vulnerable people toward the wisdom of its founder, L. Ron Hubbard.
Doctors told me addiction was a chronic disease that required ongoing treatment. But Narconon said, "Have you tried sweating and yelling at furniture?" And you know what? I did feel different, mostly faint.
When I got home after completing the Narconon program, my parents were so relieved. They thought I'd joined Scientology for real.
I can look at myself and feel good about the fact that I survived a withdrawal without medical supervision. My family is just relieved I didn't die.
I'd heard so many times from doctors that addiction is a chronic condition requiring ongoing treatment. But after just a few weeks of sweating, running, and yelling at walls, I felt weirdly confident that science is overrated.
I don't have that little voice in the back of my head saying, medical science is real. That voice left around the 3rd hour in the sauna. I think it evaporated.
I came to Narconon to get off drugs, and left addicted to L. Ron Hubbard quotes and not disappointing David Miscavige.
My dad even said he was so happy I graduated from Narconon. He was prouder of that than my actual educational achievements, which seems concerning in retrospect.
I had myself back. I had my drive to live again. I also had a strong desire to tell people about Scientology, which I'm told is completely unrelated.
The condition of my life has improved, though several doctors have told me that's despite Narconon, not because of it.
Other programs that I've been to had medical staff. I felt like I was being treated by qualified professionals. I don't feel like that anymore. Now I just feel confused about why I was in a sauna for so long.
My relationship with my family is incredible. Now that I've disconnected from anyone who questions Scientology, I now have a boyfriend who I love and who also believes drug residues live in fat cells.
Narconon basically gave me my life back, along with a massive vitamin bill and several new theories about toxins that my doctor says are nonsense.
I don't even think about drugs anymore. Just niacin. Lots and lots of niacin.
They told me I was getting drug-free treatment. Turns out they meant treatment-free treatment.
As soon as the sun's up, I'm up. Probably because the massive niacin doses have disrupted my sleep patterns. That's exactly what I'm doing. And I don't plan on getting actual medical advice anytime soon.
Okay, if you want to see my rock and roll songs, click right on this guitar. And if you want to see a different one of my videos, then you could click right inside here. If you have subscribed or not, subscribe